You mentioned the Mayans earlier. I remember in 2012 when the calendar ended, like the world's going to end.
Yeah.
What do you think the reason was they ended it in that year?
Oh, man. Well, I think the calendar date for 2012 was a little bit off just because of the Gregorian calendar, but it's within that vicinity, 2014-ish or whatever. But what the Mayans were talking about was the end of an age. And I got contacted by so many mainstream TV networks because they wanted me to do all these shows on the end of the world and the world's going to end. And I was like, as bad as I want to be on TV, I'm not going to go on TV and say this foolishness, okay? Because I don't believe that. From what I've deciphered from reading the text, they're talking about the end of an age. What they say is that there had been several worlds before, up to 4 worlds that existed. In other words, we had ascended to these golden ages, something called the Great Year, and we had fallen and rose it again and fallen and rose again, and that now we're heading into the 5th age or the next new world. And so that's what I talked about. When all this was going on, end of the world, I was going online saying, guys, it's the beginning. It's not the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's always a new age, right? Right now it's the age of Aquarius.
Right.
And that lasts, what, 2,000 years or something?
Yeah. Age of Aquarius. This is going to be an amazing age. We're in a really good spot right now.
Yeah.
Because the age of Aquarius is the age of knowing. It's not the age of guessing or hoping and wishing. It's the age of knowing. And so a lot of people are going to begin to ask more questions, become more inquisitive, do more research, and get a better perspective on reality, not only of themselves, but also the universe itself. So a lot of people are going to be waking up within the age of Aquarius. So it's a perfect time. It's a great time to be alive.
Yeah, I'm already seeing it. A lot of truths are getting exposed right now, you know, with social media. And now it's free speech with Mark Zuckerberg announcing that you could kind of say whatever now.
Yeah, that's what's happening. So it has some goods and it has some bad, but hey, I think moreover, a lot of people are gonna get a lot of great information that they've never heard before, and it's gonna give them a different perspective on life.
Absolutely. You just had Stephen Greer on. What's your whole take on this alien stuff, this drone stuff, all the UFOs going on right now?
Oh yeah, Dr. Stephen Greer. Shout out to Dr. Greer. He got the Lifetime Achievement Award at the Fortune Conscious Awards.
That was a great speech.
Year.
He cried. It made me cry a little bit.
It was
you know?
emotional, bro. Dr. Greer, powerful man, fearless and courageous man. He goes against the grain. Some people love him, some people hate him, but it's just life. Some people love me, some people hate me. It is what it is. He's done things that no one else can do. He's gone and he's read in presidents. He's read in generals. He's read in senators and congressmen on the UFO topic and UAP topic. He's been able to go in places and sit in rooms that none of us can ever sit in and will never sit in. And he's put his life and his family's life on the line many times to expose not only that UFOs are real and aliens are real, that's just one part of it, but to expose also that a lot of these devices that we see flying around are not from aliens. They're from us. We're creating a lot of these advanced technologies, and they're putting them out as if they don't know what they are, that some are actually just devices that are known flying technologies that we've created ourselves, utilizing technologies that the general population should have access to, like, for example, zero-point energy, anti-gravity, all these different incredible technologies that allow these things to fly. They should be privy to the general population so we can utilize them in civilization to get benefits out of it, right? So to bring energy to places that don't have energy, to utilize anti-gravity and technologies for the betterment of health and space travel and commercial travel. But it's been locked away, and that's his biggest thing. And not only locked away, a lot of these private corporations, they operate with no congressional oversight, and they use black budget monies off the sweat and the backs of the American people, and no one knows what they're doing with the money.
Wow.
And unfortunately, some whistleblowers have come forward, some credible sources, had in private and in military, and talked about the death threats, talked about the attacks. One man came forward, they broke his neck, they killed his father, and it ruined, the other ones had their lives ruined because they know too much. So it's really a travesty what's been going on behind the scenes, and he's been really lobbying to get protection for these individuals so that they can not be afraid to come forward, that more people can come forward now and have protection. He actually offers protection now to people that are verifiable, that are vetted, that can come forward. And his most famous disclosure conference was in 2001, where he had incredible people come forward. Like, for example, if you're the guy that has the codes to the nukes, he had him on there.
Whoa.
Former military, the guy that actually puts the codes on the nukes at the military flights. A flight is where you have the nuclear silo. UFOs, he testified live it aired on CNN in 2001 in the middle of the day. He says UFOs would come to the flight in the middle of the day, broad daylight, and they would hack into the nukes and deactivate the codes.
Whoa.
He would have to go down and reinstall the codes. Now, the hardest job in the world to get right now today is the person that arms nukes. It's easier to become a president, okay? This guy had the codes to arm nukes, and he tells you, testifying in testimony, they came in daylight and deactivated the nukes. So that's the kind of work that Dr. Stephen Greer does. He puts people like that together and gets them to testify. He even organized one where they testified before Congress. And his work has been incredible. Interviewing him and knowing him over the years has been absolutely incredible. And I wish him the best success and a long life.
I love it. Wherever you guys are watching this show, I would truly appreciate it if you follow or subscribe. It helps a lot with the algorithm. It helps us get bigger and better guests, and it helps us grow the team. Truly means a lot. Thank you guys for supporting, and here's the episode.